Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, if you have a question, if you have a suggestion, if you have any feedback, if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. And on WhatsApp, you can type in at Back on Basics 9985. So, I wanted to talk to you again about finding your purpose, finding your why, because it's so important. I mean, we all need something that drives us, right? We need motivation. We need to be focused on something. We need to find our why. We need to find our purpose. And here are some of the tips on how to do that. So, for example, reflect on what you are passionate about. Reflect what you're interested in. Either one, like for me, for example, I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate about teaching, about psychology, about counseling, life coaching. I mean, there's so many different things that I'm passionate about. Education is one of them. Another one is being healthy. I'm passionate about being healthy. I mean, today morning, I got up in the morning, I did a little bit of chores, fed the cats, and then afterwards, I was watching a video on a wrestling super fan, and so it just and I got on the treadmill. I'm not the treadmill. I'm sorry. I got on the rowing machine. I was set to do it for 15 minutes, but you know what? That video or the super fan that says this is what I did, this is where I came from, because he came from another country with his family, and then he has attended thousands of wrestling shows, and so it just made me reflect. And I was in tears at some point because his personality is so pure that he says the things that matter to me are my mom, who he passed away. His mom passed away during COVID, and wrestling. Those are the things that drive him. And so I was like, man, I was just listening and I was rowing and rowing. And guess what? 37 minutes later, I realized that his drive ignited my drive. And I was as I was putting in the work so that way I can be healthy. So that way it, those 37 minutes go so fast. And that's what I mean. It's just reflecting on your passion. Wrestling is one of my passions. The Las Vegas Raiders is one of other passions. I mean, but those are different passions, right? Family, friends, coworkers. I mean, there's different ways that you can focus. There's different ways on how to find your purpose. But the first thing is reflect on your passion. What do you like to do? What activities make you look forward? What activities make you lose track of what you're. So that's how one way to look on how to gain your passion, how to get your know, how to know the purpose that you're doing, the things that get you motivated. The second one, start looking at your strengths. Make sure that you are very well versed on the things that you're strong at, the things that you're good at. For example, for me, even though I'm an introvert, right? I keep to myself. I tend to talk a lot. I can speak, I can present. I've done that all my life, right? And so make sure that you identify your skills, your strengths. Strength-based psychology is very important because it teaches you to look for your strengths. It teaches you to look for the things that you go to every time you inspiration, every time you need to rest, every time you need help, every time you need to help somebody else. And so again, right, I'm telling you, identify your strengths. For me, one of the strengths is that I'm very stubborn, ladies and gentlemen. Once I start doing something and I get so motivated, like these videos, I mean, I'm so motivated. I'm smiling. I laugh and I move forward. So those are some of the things that I look forward to. So identify your strengths. That's very important. Another thing that you want to do is explore what brings you meaning. What does meaning mean to you? What makes you who you are? What makes you get to the place where you want to get to? So for example, right, I always bring up the late and great Kobe Bryant because he said, put into work, right? Said this is the way that you want to do things. He said you should focus on what you want to get to. You should focus on the work that you need to do so that way you can get to the place that you want to get to. So again, right, just make sure that you explore what brings you meaning. For me, putting in the work and being the stubborn person that I am just makes me move forward. Just gives me that motivation to not only do the things that I want to do, but do the things that I have to do. And sometimes, and I'm going to tell you this, the things that I want to do come a lot easier than the things that I have to do. But eventually I have to buckle down and I have to get the stuff done, because both the things that you want to do and the things that you have to do, both of them will get you to your goals. Both of them will get you to a place where your mind, body, emotional balance can help you and can help others keep on moving forward. The thing is, a lot of the times, repetition can help you. Repetition means that you're creating muscle memory and physical memory, because again, right, remember the example that I used earlier this week? If I'm driving from here to work, right, the first few times I'm gonna have to learn the turns, where to go, what streets and everything. But once I'm done, like for me, right, I'm more than halfway through the school year. It's automatic. I don't even think. I just turn and I know where to turn, how to turn, which parking lot, where to park, how to do that, what time to get there. And so again, right, make sure that you're creating muscle memory. So that way the things that you're doing consistently, you don't have to not just think about, but you can actually do them automatic. It's a lot of things. I mean, if you have that processing speed, if you have that physical aspect, it will work out. It will make sure that happens. Anything that you put your mind that you set your mind to. And so again, explore what means meaning to you, because if you don't, then you'll never know how to get to somewhere. You'll never have the motivation to do that. I'm telling you, again, use your superpowers. My superpowers is stubbornness. I know that because look at me. It's been a year and about close to 4 months now, or 3.5 months, where I've gone down in weight. I've been doing videos, I've been doing shorts, I've been doing micro shorts on Instagram, and I've been sharing things with people. I've been interacting with all of you. Again, thank you very much to the 453 subscribers. I mean, you guys rock. I mean, that's why I get motivated, because I want to make sure that I give you different aspects, different topics, so that way you'll be able to move forward in your goals, and then you'll be able to use your support system so that way they can help you get to your goals. Okay, a couple of more things, because I want to keep this video kind of short. Look for patterns. You know, looking for patterns in your life of what works and what doesn't work takes practice. Everything takes practice, ladies and gentlemen. Everything does. I mean, look, I'm adapting right now. I've been in different settings. I'm trying to get these videos done. I'm trying to get things focused on. And again, it takes practice. So look for patterns. What works, what doesn't work. Like right now, right? You see me, right? I'm kind of I'm in my living room. I'm kind of moving around a little bit because the sun in the back of me is just it's just it the camera just captured it, and it's for certain things this would be great, but I want to make sure that you see me. I want to make sure that you hear me. I want to make sure that you do the to focus on right to focus on the important things. I want to make sure that you're focused, and I want to make sure that you look at patterns. Now, for example, look on this side where I'm pointing at, that you see that catio. Um, my cat has been asleep for like 2 hours. It's been like, that's his thing, right? He gets up, he eats, he goes to the bathroom, he goes into that cat stand, and then he sleeps for hours. I mean, sometimes when I sit on the couch and I either watch TV or I play games or I think about what I'm gonna do videos on, he comes with me and he just puts his head on my lap, or he bumps me like this, so that way I can pet him. Again, look for patterns. Patterns are all over the world, are all over around where you're at, where people are at. Patterns can actually help you. Look for clues on how to get to your goals. The last one that I wanted to talk to you about is this. And this is the thing that has taken me a long time to do. Trust the process. What do I mean for that? The hard work that you're putting in the work, making sure that you're connecting with your support system. You're looking for patterns, right? You're visualizing your success. You know how to define your goals. You know your values, right? What you're willing to do and what you're willing not to do. When everything that you're doing day to day clicking, trust the process, because you know what? It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you're gonna get it in a day or two or three. Maybe not. But trust the process that you're gonna get to where you want to get to. You're gonna get to the goals. My goal is to make thousands of videos, thousands of shorts, thousands of micro shorts. I mean, I'm creating this library so that way you have access to them free. No subscription base. Again, I've said that. I'm a broken record because I want to make sure that you understand that all of the videos are important. There's not one more than the other. So all of these are going to be in the library. Subscribe again to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985, and you will see that all the videos are available to you. The topics, the funny ones, the different perspectives that I give you. I'll start doing a little bit slightly different videos later on. And so again, trust the process, because you'll get there. I know that you'll get there. And so a lot of the different times we don't trust the process. We think too much. We get in our heads. We get so negative that it's hard to do so. So again, trust the process and you'll get there. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Thank you again to the 453 subscribers. I appreciate you spreading the word. We're gaining momentum. We're always gaining momentum. If you have any questions, put them in the comment sections. And again, sometimes I wish I was like a cat, because look, I mean, I'm here talking, and there's movement in this living room, and he's like, he hasn't even flinched. I love it. Focus. Remember, sometimes we need to have that. We need to have that focus when we're putting in the work. Till next time, Back on Basics.